Welcome to MyRecipeAdvisor. It's an application which allows you to create, share, and search for recipes. The application is developed using MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js. There are basically two types of users which can access the application currently, that is chef and beginner. Both the users can write reviews for recipes as well as search for recipes, but only chef has a cookbook to which him or her can add or create recipes, while the beginner can request access to these cookbooks. Coming to the application, this is the home page of the application for any user. A user can, anonymous user can view the list of users of the application by clicking on the users link provided on the navigation bar. When I click on Alice now, it will take me to the Alice's profile, which shows me the profile picture, her name, her date of birth, and currently what kind of membership she has on the application. The search feature for the application allows me to search for recipes. So if I want to search for a recipe of a cheeseburger, I can simply type in cheeseburger in the search bar and click on the search icon. The results are populated as shown below. The application supports pagination, and I can go to the next page by clicking on the next icon, or go to the previous page by clicking on the previous icon. Now, if I want to see the details of any recipe, I need to be a logged in user. Same, if I want to see my profile, I need to be a logged in user. This is a registration form on the application which allows any new member to join the application. If I want to create recipes, at that time as well, I need to be a logged in user. Now going back to search, doing the search again, now if I log in as Alice, it will take me directly to the search details page. Here I can see all the details of the recipe, the source of the recipe, the aggregate likes which the recipe has gotten. This information I get from the third-party API, which is Webdocs. This provides me the reviews given to this recipe so far. And since Alice's role is that of a chef, she can add this recipe to her cookbook, which later she can modify, delete from her cookbook. If I click on this icon, it populates the reviews form at the bottom where I can give a review. And a star rating, and the review automatically pops up at the end of. This is the search details page. Now if I want to now going back, I can see all my reviews and the recipes that I've added to my recipe book on my profile page. This icon provides me all the requests that I have received for accessing my cookbook. So according to this, Frank has requested access to my Alice's cookbook, which I can accept or decline. Same way, here this icon shows me all the reviews that I have, all the recipes that I have reviewed today. So I reviewed cheeseburger mini meatloaves at this time, and this is what I had written in my review. If I click on this link, it takes me to the recipe again. This icon lists all the other chefs in the application. And now if I click on Edward, it would allow me to see his profile and request for his and allow me to request for his cookbook. So my request has been sent. Now whenever Edward logs in, he will be able to see the request and he can accept it or decline it. And if he accepts it, I should be able to see his cookbook available over here. Since I have a chef, I can also create recipes. This is the create recipe form. Let's try and create a recipe. Title and instructions are the mandatory field on this form. If I don't provide either, it gives me an alert asking me to provide those. These are some predefined settings which I can change if I want to, or I can just let them be as per my recipe. Since mashed potatoes are something we eat with lunch, breakfast, or dinner, so I'll just change the dish type and I'll add a sample ingredient. 4 minutes. I can also upload images. I can upload multiple images. When I click on submit, it takes me to the application, to the completed recipe, and this is how it's going to look. Here I can click on the images that I had uploaded. Now let's try a user role which is a beginner. In this case, Bob is our beginner. So as you can see, for logged in users, it populates the data based on what has occurred today. Like 2 recipes were added today and 2 reviews were added today. Also, if you notice, the welcome message for beginner and chef is different, and so is for anonymous character. So when I click on create recipes, since I'm a beginner, I cannot create recipes and this page is not accessible to me. Home remains like this. The search functionality is same for all users. Going on profile, the beginner does not have the option of a cookbook, but he can request for a chef's cookbook. So here I have Alice, Edward, and Evan, whom Bob can actually request to view. So here his status shows as pending. Now let's go to Alice and accept this request so that we're able to access her cookbook from Bob's profile. On the click of every name, I can see their profiles. I'll log in as Bob and check if I'm able to access Alice's cookbook. So I click on the chef icon, I click on Alice, and here I can see the cookbook. So the recipe that Alice created today, mashed potatoes, is available for me to see. And here I can see, I can write a review for this. For a review, if a user does not give any star rating, a default 1-star rating is given by the application. So now when I click on request, it shows me that Alice has accepted my request, the status For reviews, it shows me the recipe that I have reviewed today. If I click on it, I can go to the reviews. And here I can see the list of ships. So this is all about the application. Thank you.